calling the kettle black is all I'm saying.
Ooh. The pot calling the kettle black. Huh.
Whoa. That was some tea. That was shade. That was major shade.
Pot calling the kettle black. So, I mean, you're not insinuating that
he's
50
gay?
Cent is...
Oh my Lord, please. What? Girl, we gotta talk after this episode is over.
Wait, Vivica A. Fox, what are you insinuating?
Well, I mean,
he gave you...
No, he's not. I mean, we had a great time. I mean, but he's just seems like he's got something that's not quite clear.
We're talking about the recent buzz surrounding 50 Cent and Vivica Fox.
Right. Think of this as your cheat sheet to cutting through the noise and getting to the core of what's going on.
Perfect. Love that. So our mission here is to go beyond just the headlines and really unpack this whole back and forth.
Yeah, we want to pinpoint the key moments in their little exchange and maybe try to figure out what's really going on beneath the surface.
Absolutely. And our intel for this deep dive comes from a few sources. There's a video out there breaking down the whole situation. Plus, we've got tons of reactions and commentary from all over social media.
Right. A real mixed bag of opinions.
Yeah, for sure. So let's set the scene. This all kind of kicked off with Vivica Fox showing up at a meet and greet in Houston.
Right, I saw those pictures.
And she was sporting what everyone's calling her new BBL.
BBL.
Brazilian butt lift. It's a cosmetic surgery. And it caused quite a stir online because, Vivica's pushing 61.
Yeah, that's not exactly the age you typically associate with that kind of procedure.
Exactly. I mean, she's a well-known figure. She's had a long career, and she's maintained a certain image. So this kind of came out of left field for a lot of people.
Yeah, definitely got people talking. I mean, think about it. Public figures, especially women in Hollywood, they're under this constant microscope when it comes to their appearance.
Oh, absolutely. It's crazy the kind of pressure they face.
Yeah. And the beauty standards are always shifting, too. So you can see why Vivica making this kind of change really threw some people for a loop.
For sure. And then, of course, 50 Cent jumps into the mix.
Oh, this is where it gets good.
Right. So initially, his comments seemed almost, positive, maybe even a little bit flirty. Mm-hmm. There was this quote where he mentioned her booty, and it had some folks wondering if he was thinking about a reconciliation, trying to get back in her good graces.
Well, you can't really talk about 50 and Vivica without acknowledging their history, right? I mean, they had a very public and, let's be honest, pretty dramatic relationship.
Oh, yeah, full of its ups and downs.
So, yeah, anytime they interact, people are going to see it through the lens of their past.
Yeah.
That initial comment definitely set off some alarm bells and got people speculating.
Oh, yeah. But that little glimmer of maybe they'll get back together, it was short-lived. Things took a very sharp turn.
Oh, here comes the shade.
Right. 50 went from kinda sorta nice to full-on troll mode. He posted this video, and he's contrasting how Vivica looked at the meet and greet, which apparently wasn't very flattering, with her super polished Instagram pictures.
Ouch.
And get this. At the end of the video, he tacks on this image of Vivica that's so obviously photoshopped, it's ridiculous.
Like he's intentionally trying to stir the pot.
Exactly. He was basically begging for people to pile on.
It's amazing how quickly these online narratives can change, right?
It's insane.
1 minute 50's almost being nice, the next he's throwing shade. And the way he used that fake picture, it's like a textbook example of how people manipulate social media to influence public opinion.
It's so calculated. But as you can imagine, Vivica wasn't just going to sit there and take it. The online commentary makes it clear she completely snapped.
I bet she did.
Oh, she went in. She accused 50 of being on the DL.
Whoa. Oh,
yeah, which is basically saying he's secretly gay. And she said he wouldn't even know a real woman if he saw one.
Damn. That's pretty hard.
Yeah, no kidding. And that's when you know this goes way beyond just playful teasing.
Oh yeah, those are fighting words.
Yeah.
You can tell she felt personally attacked and she was ready to hit back hard.
And she brought up this really juicy detail from their past. She claims that 50 was actually planning to propose to her.
Wait, really?
Yeah, she says they were in Monte Carlo, he had the ring in his pocket, and this was all happening around the time she was excluded from the international tour for Kill Bill.
Ooh, that's a lot to unpack.
Right. It's like a whole soap opera in one little anecdote.
Seriously. I mean, even if she's embellishing a little, it gives you a glimpse into how intense their relationship was.
Totally. This contrast between a potential proposal and feeling left out of a major career event, it points to some potentially serious issues in their dynamic.
Yeah, like maybe there was some jealousy or insecurity there.
Maybe. So to really grasp why things are so heated now, we need to rewind back to the beginning of their relationship.
Okay, take us back.
So according to the online chatter, it all started at the 2003 BT Awards.
That was a long time ago.
I know, right? And then boom, just a few months later, they make their big debut as a couple at the MTV VMAs, holding hands on the red carpet for the whole world to see.
Talk about a power couple. I mean, 2003 was a huge year for both of them professionally.
Oh yeah, totally. 50's album, Get Rich or Die Tryin', was blowing up the charts, and Vivica was already a Hollywood star.
Independence Day, Set It Off, Kill Bill, I mean, come on.
Exactly. They were both at the top of their game.
Yeah. So you mentioned Kill Bill earlier. Didn't you say there was some story about a proposal that almost happened around then?
Right. So the word online is there was this 12-carat ring that 50 was going to give Vivica for her birthday, right when Kill Bill was blowing up.
Wow, 12 carats. That's serious bling.
Right. But then, apparently, they had some kind of disagreement, and 50, being 50, decided to swap the ring for earrings.
Out of spite.
Apparently. It's pretty wild if you think about it.
Yeah, I mean, if that's true, it doesn't really paint him in the best light. To change a grand gesture like that over a little argument, it kind of shows a lack of maturity, don't you think?
For sure. And it makes you wonder about the power dynamics in their relationship.
Yeah, like who was calling the shots?
Exactly. And this sort of behavior seems to be part of what led to their breakup. According to what we're seeing online, there were several factors at play. Like, first off, they had zero privacy.
Oh, I bet. The paparazzi were probably all over them.
Constantly. Every move they made was splashed across the tabloids. Plus, there was the age gap.
Right. Vivica was in her late 30s, and 50 was barely 27.
And apparently, that led to some differences in how they viewed the relationship and what they wanted out of it.
Yeah, you can imagine how that might cause friction. They were at different stages in their lives.
Totally. And then, to top it all off, you have 50's habit of airing their dirty laundry in public. Like, he would constantly share private details of their relationship, which, you know, probably didn't sit well with Vivica.
Yeah, you can see how that would create a lot of tension and erode trust.
Totally. And the way she reportedly found out about their breakup is just brutal. According to the online commentary, she heard it on a radio show.
Seriously. He broke up with her on the radio.
That's what people are saying, and it's just so cold, right? Like, no respect for her feelings at all.
It's rough. It really makes you question how much he actually cared for her.
I know. And to make matters worse, the drama didn't stop there. 50, being 50, just couldn't let it go.
What did he do this time?
He released a diss track.
No way. Really? What was it called?
It was called Get In My Car. And it was full of these just brutal lyrics aimed at Vivica.
Ouch.
I know. The online commentary quotes some of the lines like, "My game messed with the brand till she thinks your wife spent her savings in a day because she liked me. Commitment for me? Nah, not likely. Went out Viva, thought I was on something next week. Nah, man, it was nothing, just cold."
Damn, those are some cold-blooded lyrics.
Yeah.
It's like he's trying to humiliate her.
Exactly. It's just mean-spirited. And then years later, when Vivica was on that show Empire, 50 Cent decided to chime in on the show's declining ratings. He blamed it on too much gay stuff, which of course sparked another round of drama.
He just can't help himself, can he?
Apparently not. And Vivica clapped back hard. She even hinted at some, let's just say, extra close moments between 50 and Soulja Boy.
Whoa. Shots fired.
And it led to this whole chaotic back and forth between them. And then there was this very public challenge that Vivica issued on Watch What Happens Live.
What kind of challenge?
She basically challenged both of them to come on the show and hash things out face to face.
Did he do it?
Nope. According to what we're seeing online, he totally bailed.
Figures. It seems like he prefers to control the narrative from behind his keyboard.
Yeah, it's easier to throw shade on social media than to actually have a real conversation. So where does this leave us?
In a never-ending cycle of love, hate, shade, rinse, and repeat. It's exhausting.
It really is. And it seems like 50 is usually the one who starts it all.
He loves to poke the bear.
He does. And someone close to Vivica even went on record saying that he needs to keep her name out of his mouth because she might have some dirt on him.
Oh, there's always got to be some tea. It just adds another layer of intrigue to the whole thing, doesn't it?
It does. So we've really gone deep into this latest chapter in the saga of 50 Cent and Vivica Fox.
And it's been quite a ride.
It has. It makes you think, doesn't it? About celebrity relationships, the pressure of fame, and how social media just amplifies every little conflict. So I want to pose a question to you, the listener. Given their history, with all the highs and lows and all these accusations flying back and forth, what stands out to you the most about their dynamic? What do you think are the real reasons this feud keeps going?
Yeah, what's the fuel that keeps this fire burning? Is it ego? Is it unresolved feelings? Is it just the thirst for attention?
Excellent points. It's a fascinating question, and there's probably no easy answer. It really makes you think about the complexities of human relationships, especially when they're played out on such a public stage.
Absolutely. And it reminds us that behind the headlines and the Instagram posts, these are real people with real emotions. And sometimes those emotions can get pretty messy.
So true. Thanks for diving into this with us. It's been a wild ride, but hopefully you've walked away with some food for thought.
And maybe a little bit of gossip too.
Hey, we're not here to judge. Thanks for listening.